Let's add some additional features to our form letter. So let's go into layout mode. And what we want to do is put page numbers on here. Now we've already done that, but I want to show you a different option. So we'll go up here and insert our page number symbol. Move it down to where we want it, right in there. Make it a little bit bigger. Right justify it. Type in the word page and then a space. And I think I'll make that a little bit smaller, maybe something like 9 point. You can use the arrows to move it down a little bit, and that looks pretty good. So the difference is how this page number feature works. Let's go ahead and see it in preview mode. So we'll see on this page at the bottom it says page 1. And then on the second record or the second page it says page 2 and page 3 and so on. But what if you want page 1 on all of the letters? Or if it's a 2-page letter, page 1 and 2, and then page 1 and 2. What if you want to restart these numbers? Well, let's show you how to do that. It's actually quite easy. Just come to your body part and double click on it. And you see right below the page break after every one occurrence, we have restart page numbers after each occurrence. And that's all you have to do. We'll go into preview mode. We'll go down to the bottom. You'll see it's page 1 and page 1 and page 1. And if you had a 2-page letter or a 3-page letter, well, it would restart each letter from page 1. Or, you probably wouldn't use this in a letter, but you might use this in some type of printout where you want to have something you handed to each person. Maybe you're doing these reports for a whole bunch of people. Who knows? There's lots of uses for it. Now you know how to restart your page numbering. Let's take a look at the rest of the inserts. We'll go back into layout mode because there's quite a few in here we haven't covered. Go to insert. We covered the date symbol, right? That's right there. We've covered not the time symbol. Let's try that one. We'll insert that. And then we'll also try inserting our username symbol. Put that up in the header so we can see it. And then we'll also insert a record number symbol. There's all the ones we haven't done. So you might have accidentally typed 2 colons in a row and seen some time show up. That's why, because you can just type 2 colons and that will make that time symbol activate. So I don't use that too much. And I don't usually use the username too much, although I do use the @ here very often to do the record symbol, and often I do that in list view, so it'll show the record number right next to the actual record. We're not going to put those on our letter, but they're fairly easy to do. You can type them in or insert them. You also have current date here, which is different than date symbol. If we insert that, it actually puts the current date from your system and it never changes. The date symbol will update each time you print based on when you're printing it. And the same is true for the current time and the current username. Those will stay static. What we're also going to do is add some notes. Let's take a look at our form layout. And we'll go into browse mode. And on the first record, John Mark, under the notes, I've actually typed in some notes. Real easy. You can just pause this and type this in yourself or make up your own notes. And if you look at the next record, there's no notes. So we're going to use this inside of our letter. It started out really as a notes. Let's put down how many kids do they have or talk to them on Friday. But we can also use this kind of a field as to put in extra additional information that you want to add in to this letter. So let's go ahead into layout mode. We'll switch back to our letter and let's put it in right here, right after our website. Double click, hit a couple returns, insert the merge field. We'll go find the notes. And we'll put that right in there. Now right now it's not looking like it takes up much space, but we might have 2 lines or 2 paragraphs or who knows how many notes we'll have in here. And if we don't accommodate for that, we're going to have some problems. So the first thing we're going to do is view our graphic rulers. The reason we're going to do that is so you can see what is the largest possible layout, because we need to drag this body part down and we need to know how far we can drag it. It's not unlimited. And before we do that though, look over here. We can click in here and change the dimensions right here. That's the same as going into the inspector and changing it there. There's many places to change this. So set it up to what you want. I like inches. And now I could drag the body part down and see how far it goes. But that's going to take a while and it's pointless. I already know what the largest possible layout is. It's 111 inches. That's approximately 10 pages. So that's US letter pages. So we won't do that, but we are going to have to drag it down a little bit because we have to accommodate the largest possible notes. So we have to say, I think the largest possible notes I'm going to put in is, let's say, 1 page. So what we have to do is drag this body part down. So we're going to go ahead and drag it. And we're going to drag it until we see that page break. That's just going to prove the point there. And there's that page break right there. Here's where the second page happens. If we go past this, that means we're automatically going to get 2 pages. So I'm going to come up here, and we need to drag our objects to fill up that space. Just making the body part big enough won't make it happen. We have to actually drag this bigger. So we'll go ahead and drag this down. Scroll a little bit. There we go, and make it exactly the same size as the body part, but don't go outside of it. And now we're ready to take a look at this. Let's go into preview mode. And what we're going to see here is that we get the 1 page. There's our notes, which is great. Scroll all the way down. Looks good so far. Go to the second page and we have this blank page. Now we're going to solve this problem in the next section. But let's take a look at this. We see how we have the notes are not here. So we're going to go and solve this whole problem in our next section and show you how to slide objects.